Very happy morning to all of you. Today we are going to do past perfect tense. Here past is time and perfect is action. Perfect action means completed action. So this tense is used for an action which is completed some time point of past. Yes, this is sentence structure of this tense in positive sentences. See, you had gone. Here I have not taken object. She had met. He had played. It had rained. We had bought. They had studied. So as you see the sentence structure, subject, then for all these subjects we use had, and then third form of verb is there. So the structure is subject, then had as helping verb, and third form of verb, then object. Yes, here you can see you'd gone, she'd met. This is the short form of had. Don't confuse this with would. There is a difference between would and had. If you find this, you'd go. This is you would go, because we use first form of verb after would and we use third form of verb after had. So this is identification of this D, whether it is you had or whether it is you would. These are negative sentences. You know how to make negative sentences. You have to add not after this helping verb. You had not gone. She had not met. He had not played. It had not rained. We had not bought. They had not studied. So these are negative sentence structure. Now interrogative. When we put helping verb at the starting of the sentence, these are yes no type questions. Had I come? Had you eaten? Had she gone? Had it rained? Had he studied? Had we met? Had they left? These are yes no type questions. Now WH questions, we have to put WH word at the starting of the sentence, then helping verb, then subject, and then verb, and then object. So this is the sentence structure of WH word questions. Now how to use past perfect. I have already told you about the use of past perfect. What is past perfect? Past perfect tense is used for an action, for a finished action before a second point in the past. Means when an action is completed at some time point of past, where we use there we use past perfect tense. Like when we arrived, the film had started. Here two clauses are in this sentence. When we arrived, first when clause and then second clause. So in when clause we use past simple tense, and here past perfect tense. So this tense is used in combination of past simple tense, and this action indicate a time point. Means at the time when we arrived, the film had started. Means this action of starting the film was completed at this time. Next is when we reached railway station, the train had departed. When we reached, in when clause there is past simple, and in the second clause there is past perfect. So this action is earlier past and this is past action. When we reached railway station, at the time when we reached railway station, the train had departed. Means this action was completed at the time of this first action. Let's have some extra examples. She had cooked food by 8 p.m. yesterday. This is the time point of past, and at this time point this work was completed. She had cooked food by 8 p.m. yesterday. Means she had cooked food before or till 8 p.m. yesterday. I had finished my work when you come. when you came. This is when clause sentence. We had met her before the party, means this action is completed before this action. I had fallen asleep before 8 o'clock, means this action was completed before this time point of past. So past perfect tense is used for a completed action at some time point of past. Next use is in third conditional sentences. Third conditional sentences means sentences indicate wishes or imagination. These are imaginary sentences. Like, if I had known you were ill, I would have visited you. Means there is no reality in this situation. If I had known you were ill means I don't know, I didn't know you were ill, and I didn't visit you. But here is an imagination of about this situation. If I had known you were ill, I would have visited you. Means there is no reality in both of these sentences. She would have passed the exam if she had studied harder. It means there is no reality. She did not study harder and she did not pass the exam. So this is a situation based on imagination. I wish I hadn't gone to bed so late. So all these sentences are wishes and imagination. There is no reality. These are three conditional sentences I have told you till now. First, if you work hard, you will get good marks. This is first conditional sentence and in combination of present simple and future simple. If clause, if you work hard, and the second clause is result of first clause. If you work hard, the result, you will get good marks. This is a reality. But these two are based on imaginations or wishes. If I were a bird, I cannot be a bird now. I would fly. So this is a wish or imagination. If I had found her address, I would have sent her an invitation. Means I did not find her address and I did not send her an invitation. So this is imagination. So these are three conditional sentences. Now we are taking future perfect tense. As it is here, time is future and action is completed action, perfect action. So for a completed action in time point of future, when an action is completed at some time before or at some time point of future, then we use future perfect tense. Now let's see the structure. This is the time point of future, by 6 p.m. tonight. So by 6 p.m. tonight, I shall have finished this book. By 6 p.m. tonight, you will have studied the English tenses. She will have cooked dinner by 6 p.m. tonight. So this is the sentence structure. You can see we use will have and shall have as helping verb. And the sentence structure is subject, then will shall, then have, and the third form of verb. I have already told you that with perfect tenses we use always third form of the verb, and then object. So this is sentence structure of positive sentences. Now negative sentences, this is very simple. You have to put not between these two. I shall not have finished this book by next week, or by next week you will not have studied the English tenses. By next week she will not have cooked dinner. So these are negative sentences. Next, interrogative sentences. First, yes no type questions. So we have to put will or shall at the starting of the sentence, and then subject, and then have. Shall I have finished writing this book by next year? Or by next year will you have studied all the English verb tenses? We have to put only will or shall at the starting. So these are yes no type questions. Now WH word questions. First of all we use WH word, then will or shall, then subject, then have. When shall I have finished writing this book? Why will you have studied all the time? Here this is time. No, all the English verb tenses by tomorrow. Yes. When will she have been here? 3 weeks. So these are WH word questions. Now subject verb agreement is same as future simple tense. We use shall with IV in normal conditions and will with other subjects, but if there is a feeling of determination, then we will use will for IV and shall for other subjects. But now shall is rarely used, will is used all time, but for exam point of view we have to put all these things in our mind. Next, how to use. So I have already told you about the main use of this sentence. For an action which is completed at some time point of future, so this is future time point. By 10 o'clock I will have finished my homework, means my homework will be finished before 10 o'clock or till 10 o'clock. Here the description, I will finish my homework sometime before 10, but we don't know exactly when. Next example, by the time I am 60. Here this is the time point, by the time I am 60, means we are talking about the time when I will be of 60. I will have retired, so I will have retired before I am 60. I will retire sometime before I am 60, maybe when I am 59, maybe when I am 52. So this action is this action will be completed before this time point. So these are uses of future perfect tense. I hope now you have understood about the uses and structure of past perfect and future perfect tense. Okay students, thank you and have a nice learning.